Hi Steve, speaking tonight after a kind of frustrating 1-1 draw with St Ives. Definitely one side was happier with that result than the other.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness to St Ives, I mean, like, you know, we played them at the start of the season. You know, every single opportunity that we had ended up being a goal. You know, it definitely didn't show them in as good a light as what they could be. You know, they tried to play. You know, they've definitely, you know, they've had some, you know, a bit of a resurgence, you know, recently. Good people that, you know, sort of run the club from the board to the staff, and yeah, I know it's a local derby, and obviously there's that rivalry. But if I'm really truthful, did we do enough to win the game? Second half was a lot more of an improvement, but you know what conditions there were, what win there was with us in the first half, and we just didn't really make an attempt to turn up. If I'm honest, it was you know, there was just nothing really. There was no oomph in our performance in the first half, which, you know, that was a contrast in the second half. You know, now I know the two lads have come on, you know, experienced lads that you know how to play the game in Adam Murray and Spiros Mentis, but you know, it just leaves a little bit of a sour taste. I know that, you know, a few young lads and whatever, but you know, I think there's got to be a better level of intensity to play a game of football, you know, from 3 o'clock onwards.
Yeah, I think you sort of like touched on it there. The first half just seemed really slow, really flat, and just and I could hear you from the sidelines trying to get the tempo up, and I think, you know, that's what we really needed in the first half.
Yeah, we did. You know, and I don't really see, you know, why it is that we, you know, sort of have it that way, really. You know, I mean, like, sort of the conditions are, you know, the pitch is which is fine, you know, but it is, you know, sort of late January, early February. There's bobbles on the football pitch. You know, if you're going to press the opposition on a bobbly football pitch, you try and do it with a bit more, you know, sort of oomph. And we didn't, you know, and they got the ball down, and we gave them opportunities, and we were on the back foot. And gave them more opportunity, you know, sort of like possession, and you know, and then second half it was a completely different story. You know, second half we went about it. You know, they kicked the ball out of play half a dozen times just because we pressed them well, and it gave us the, you know, sort of the initiative to, you know, or the incentive, I should say, to push on. You know, that's got to be done for 90 minutes, not after, you know, 45 that's been lackadaisical, and then you try and make up for it.
Yeah, and I think there was, you know, one real piece of quality in the game that led to Tom Newman's goal.
Yeah, definitely. No, great cross from Finley. You know, he works his socks off there. You know, he's had, you know, sort of an up and down time like we all have. But you know, put a perfect cross in, you know, and Tom's done fantastic to get his head on it. So, you know, his 4th goal in a week.
Yeah, and then just not being able to hold on at the end, really.
Yeah,
needed,
yeah. Well, yeah. You know, I mean, like, sort of, you know, that ball's got to get cleared, and if it's cleared and it's in Rosette, then, you know, they certainly can't there. You know, I was disappointed with the front lads not holding the ball up in this particular occasion, and found it far too easy to get back into our box. You know, it's always going to probably be the nature of a 1-0. You're hanging in there, but you know, we should have made it a little bit more convincing. There's 2 opportunities, you know, that should have gone in. Yeah. You know, they go in, and you know, we're just talking about 3 points, and we're not talking about the 1. But yeah, it's the way it is at this moment in time. It isn't quite happening. But you know, as I said on my blogs and like, you know, in reports, that, you know, we've just got to keep going, and you know, it's a tough time. We've just got to tough it out.
Nice one. Cheers.
You're welcome.